Hi guys, welcome back to our channel Cozy Little Desk, and this is Sauj. Today we are going to be drawing an origami crane and we'll be adding few of Frangipanis around. So I drew the origami of a crane. It was just all triangles, and I will leave you can pause anywhere you want and you can simply take it forward. From there you can copy the same design because it was only triangles, and I think I made a small mistake here, but it was so much fun drawing this Frangipani and the crane, because if you're someone from Tamil Nadu right now, you'll know the importance of this, because this entire art piece is inspired by one of my favorite independent artists. So what I'm doing here is I'm just drawing circles where I wanted the flowers to be. So I wanted a bigger flower here, so I'm just drawing all the flowers. It's like a guideline for me to know where the flowers will be. So yes, so as I was saying, I also added few leaves here and there. Then I found the midpoint of these, and then I divided the circle like this. I added 5 lines like these in all these circles. This is to make sure that the flowers are perfect. Then I used these 5 lines and the circle as a guideline to draw the flower. So if you're somebody from Tamil Nadu, you will definitely know that there's a song called Frangipani, and I'm so much in love with this, and I thought, okay, here's my contribution to it. And yes, it's from one of my favorite independent artists, and I've been listening to his songs since 2019. So we'll also use this micron pen in 02 size. I'm going to be simply outlining the origami as well as the flowers. You can absolutely go ahead without outlining, but I wanted to outline because this is such a cute doodle, and I thought this will give it a good effect. It's been so long since I tried with outlining the sketch and then painting. So here's the flower. Here's another one. So once the outlining is done, we'll erase all the pencil marks. So here is the shade that we'll be using. I mean, it's going to be Terra Verte, it's going to be permanent yellow, yellow ochre, sap green, composed blue, and that's it. So we start with gray of gray. We also use gray of gray. Yes, we start with gray of gray, and we paint gray of gray on the entire origami first. Then we add composed blue wherever required, like it's going to transition. So we'll take it one flap at a time. So in the folded parts where we get to see the inside of the folding will have darker shade. So that's what we are doing here by adding a little bit of extra composed blue here and there. Again, it's going to be gray of gray. Gray of gray I'm using only in places where I know that there's going to be light falling on that flap. And yes, so this is the tail. And after it dried, we are going in with the second layer, and I am simply adding the shade, the color to the places where there will be shadows, and that's how we are going to be painting the entire origami. Wherever there is creases, wherever there is folds, those places, it will be a little bit darker as compared to the ones that's hitting the light directly. So now see, this is bent a little bit inside, so it will be darker. I'm using the paint, and then I'm using another brush with only water in it to soften the edges. Yes, once this is done, what I'll be doing is I'll be adding green. I'm taking sap green, and I'm adding sap green as my first layer for all the leaves. Isn't it so much fun to actually listen to a song you like and then create something out of it? Then this is Terra Verte, where I'm adding the shade and then I'm softening it out on the edges by using another brush. So take the shade, add it on the corner, and take another brush with water and just pull it down as easily like that. See? So now that gives a gradient. So that's exactly what we'll be doing with all the other leaves as well. We'll be doing it once again, but this time, since it is wet, we'll just add the paint on the bottom of the leaf. For the flowers, we are going to start with gray of gray, and we'll be just simply showing shadows and the outline. See, these are outlines and showing the little bit of shadows of the other petal, the shadow where there will be a small bend in the petal. So in all those places, we'll be using gray of gray first. This is to show the depth of the flowers, otherwise it will look like it's a 2D painting. We want it to look a little bit like a 3D object, so that's why we are going in with the gray of gray. Once the gray of gray is dried a little bit, we'll take permanent yellow and we'll add strokes like these. Now I know these are very hard, because in the next step we'll be softening it. So that's me just adding it in the middle. So now we're taking yellow ochre and adding yellow ochre in the center. I'm just keeping few dots, that's it. Then I'm taking a clean brush, dipping it in water, and blending out the edges so that it looks very natural. See? Do you see how much of a difference it makes? Just the edges. Then again I take some Terra Verte green and I add shadows of the crane or the flower on the leaves. So this will, visually promise that the origami is on top. Now again I'll be drawing along the creases like this. I'll take more of the blue and just the crease. Apparently there was a line which I drew first and then I forgot while outlining using the pen, so that's why on the flap of the bird. Then again I'm taking the leaf, I'm taking more of the darker green and adding the lines that's necessary. You can skip this if you don't like it, that's completely up to you. I added more depth to the shadows, I added more depth to the places where it's folded. Then I just simply mix all the colors and a little bit of burnt sienna, and I just wanted to make sure it looks like there is a background. You can initially do the background and then go ahead, but I prefer doing it this way. So I took a little bit of darker shade, and because I thought the first shade that I gave was very light, then this is me picking out water. Then there you go, we add more of the darker shades in, which is closer to the origami and things like that. So once it's all dried out, we take more of the blue, add more water to it, and we splatter the paint across our painting, and I add few touch-ups. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this painting. Thank you to Kebar Vasuki for the song Frangipani, and see you guys in the next video. I hope you like his song as well.